stuck it in my jacket like that to conceal it from any eventual authority figures what might want me not to have it for nothing nor nothing. Then I turned round and it was an officer of the law just stood there. He goes, you better put that magazine back.
Well, that's common sense.
Yeah, I took him at his word and immediately placed it back on the shelf. But by now, I'd entered into a dynamic that was going but one way, Jonathan. And that way was to the cells. Chokey, I calls it. Right? So then, right, he goes, right, stop looking at me, for I were looking at him. Yeah. And I took that as that seemed like a challenge to me.
Russell.
I carried on looking.
Russell. How were you looking at him? Were you looking at him in a crazed, druggy kind of way, do you think?
I was looking at him like I wouldn't mind having a bit of a cuddle.
Many of us think that we don't get enough cuddles.
I feel that, and I think the police sometimes need a little bit of a cuddle, and that's why they get so officious.
But he was angry about this cuddle offer.
He was cross. He said, if you didn't stop looking at me in that manner, by the time I count to 5, I'm going to arrest you.
So, he has given you a chance here?
All right, yeah, but the conditions were very narrow and restrictive.
He's given you till 5. I think that's fair enough. He could have said 3.
Well, actually, by 3, he was getting quite agitated.
Well, why so?
And that's just as my striptease were rotting up. That man knows nothing of the narrative of erotic dance. So, what I'd done, like, he goes, stop looking at me, 1, and I carried on looking at him, and he went 2, I carried on looking at him, he went 3.
3.
And then, we know how this goes, then I went, I love you. Like that. And he went, you're nicked. And he all arrested me right up nice and tight with handcuffs, took me in the back of his van, left me in Hampstead Police Station just round the corner, so it was a better class than Nick. And then, like, thank you very much.
What did you get charged with? Attempted theft of a magazine? What's the charge there?
Because he considers my behaviour to be erratic and abusive, so it's like abusive to a police officer and drunk and disorderly.
Yeah, yeah.
I said, I was merely offering you love, officer.
But
I think the crime lies with you.
You couldn't receive your love?
Yeah. If loving all humanity is a crime, you better lock me up and throw away the key.
Yeah. It might have been the smack use, though, that he got to first, though, Major.
Eventually, that was the legal loophole that he got me with.
There's always a loophole, and there are silly drugs.
Yeah.